May I come in, sir? Good afternoon.
Hello. Yeah, please be seated. So, please introduce yourself to the panel.
Sir, my name is Anoop Kumar Patel. I belong from Chitrakoot. Currently, I am living in Guwahati, Assam. I did my graduation in electrical engineering from IIT Delhi. My father is in Air Force right now, and as a hobby, I love playing badminton. Also, in my leisure time, I like watching anime.
Watching?
Anime.
Okay. When did you pass out from IIT?
The 2024.
24 only. Okay, very good. And can you tell something about your BTech project?
Sir, it was on developing a transmitter circuit for FMCW ultrasound systems.
Okay. And where did you do your internship?
I did my internship at Chetak, which is a subsidiary of Bajaj in electric vehicles domain.
Electric vehicles domain. Okay. So, which are the major issues the electric vehicles are facing?
Right now, sir, the scalability is an issue because it requires a lot of investment to establish the charging infrastructures, and another issue is related to the battery. Because currently, we are using lithium ion, which is facing the problem with heating issues with it.
Problem with?
Heating issues. Heating in the sense like we can see in the cases of Ola e-bikes, they are catching fire. Many incidents are reported for them.
Okay. So, technically, as an engineer, why is the battery catching fire?
Sir, it is because of a phenomena associated with lithium ion specifically that the phenomena is the thermal runaway. That's a reason it is catching up the fire. We can replace it with sodium ion, but then it can cause us in the efficiency area because sodium ion is not that efficient. So
you mean the cause of the fire is the lithium ion?
basically we are using lithium ion for its efficiency reason only. So that's the reason.
And that I agree. What is the cause of the fire? You are not exactly able to pinpoint the cause of the fire.
Sir, technically, what's the cause with lithium ion problem? I'm unaware about that.
After all, it must be getting heated up and then catching fire.
Yes, sir.
So why it gets heated up?
Sir, I am unaware of the exact reason, but I can guess that it might be due to long working hours, or maybe because India is a tropical country, so because of the heat, we have a very high average temperature compared to other countries. So that temperature might also be a reason.
See, if it's due to long working hours, then the battery should catch fire after it has been worked. But the running battery is not catching fire.
Yes.
It is catching fire while
Standing.
charging. So there's something missing in your logic.
So I'm particularly unaware of exact reason for that.
Okay. So what is the GST on EVs now?
EVs.
Yeah. Electric vehicles, what is the GST?
Sir, on EVs, I am unaware, but as I recall, the components used for making them, for them the GST have been reduced from 12% to 5%. So that's
Okay. Anyway, you can look at it. We'll be able to find out, okay?
Yes, sir.
And your father is in the Air Force.
Yes.
So they have recently retired one aircraft.
MiG-21.
Yeah, why they have retired it?
Sir, actually, it was very old aircraft.
How old?
It was commissioned around 1960s. And so that's the reason that, and also we are transitioning to a better modern aircraft which require like better generation aircraft basically. So that's the reason we are replacing those old aircraft and
Yeah, it
decommissioning
was
them.
commissioned in 1956, I think, first time. Anyway, That's not important. So which aircraft we are switching to? And how many of these MiG-21s were decommissioned this time?
So exact figure I'm unaware.
How many squadrons do we have in India?
Sorry, sir. I
How many aircraft are there in one squadron?
exactly I know.
You better find out because आपने रोटी खाई है एयरफोर्स की तो
Yes.
बेसिक चीज़ पता होनी चाहिए ना. Anyway, so which is the aircraft now we are switching over to?
We are trying for developing indigenous, and apart from that, we have in the recent time imported Rafale from France, and as well as we are relying on Su-30s from Su-30s.
Okay. So which part of the aircraft is so critical that India is still not able to make it?
So one is its engine, which we are still relying on the foreign exporters. For example, even for the indigenously developing stage aircraft, we are relying on the General Electrics to deliver the engines. So that's a critical part.
Yeah. For Tejas also. Now, which issue is there in the electric engine that the engine which you want to import, what is the critical thing about it?
Exactly, I don't know about that.
Is the RPM.
I will take note of
Can you
that.
guess the RPM?
No.
Yeah.
What is SMPS?
SMPS stand for switch mode power supply.
How is it different from conventional power supply, LMPS?
So, SMPS is based on the devices which are working in switching state, whereas the line power supply is based on active region operations. So it is a reason. It is a reason for which it has very less losses compared to the LPS.
What is the main reason why we introduce switching device in this power supply, apart from losses? Can you give one very common example of SMPS each and everybody using nowadays?
It is used in laboratories. Well, not every
Each
day.
and
It's
everybody
not an
using.
everyday example. Yeah. So the everyday example I can.
What is
think of.
mobile charger?
It's an yes, it is.
Do we use step down transformer there?
No, sir.
How is it possible?
So
Then why we are
use
how we are
SM
going to step down the voltage
So
from
we,
normal to 40 volt to 5 volt, etc.
we use the DC choppers there.
DC to DC chopper. Okay, what is voltage regulation?
So voltage regulation, it is the ratio of voltage from change in voltage from no load to full load with respect to voltage at full load.
Okay, what is the physical significance of negative voltage regulation?
Negative voltage regulation means that the full load voltage is higher than the no load voltage. So it means that the power factor is leading, and
Which power factor leading?
load power factor.
I am talking about the DC generators. I have not said that I am going to say about synchronous generator. Yes, which DC generator has negative voltage regulation?
Sorry, sir, I cannot recall.
What about DC series generator?
I mean, no.
DC series generator we are having. Approximately how much no load voltage is there?
It is approximately no load voltage. It is equal to the back EMF itself.
Back EMF. How much it is approximately?
I mean, value or
Back EMF terms generally were referred to the motor, not to the generator.
like in which sense?
Yes. Which one is most suitable to charge a particular battery, say for EV, etc., electric vehicle? Full converter or semi converter?
To charge the EV. Sorry, sir, I have no idea about that.
Okay, tell me one thing. Suppose we are having a power transformer.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
each and everything same. Simply it's iron core. I am going to replace with wooden core. लकड़ी की core बना दी गई. What will happen?
Yes. Uh, if the coils are wrapped around each other, like the core is common, so no,
No,
sir, it
whatever
won't
be
work.
this,
Basically,
whatever
it
be
won't
common,
work.
etc. Simply iron core replaced by wooden core. Then
It won't work.
it won't work. Why? It will be damaged or simply it won't work. Then tell me
Sir, the primary windings would be damaged
how.
because of a very high current and no opposing uh, EMF from the other side.
Why?
So because flux is not able to establish in the wooden.
Why not flux is established in the wooden? If flux will not be there, then there will not be any magnetizing current, etc. How the winding gets damaged? Suppose supply voltage is V, frequency is F. Magnetizing flux is proportional to,
V by F.
it should be constant, where it is iron or it is wooden. Okay, leave it. What is magnetizing induced current?
So when we start a transformer, so initially due to the transformer is basically an LR circuit. So when we switch it on, there is a transient which causes a non-zero magnetizing flux instead of a negative negative flux. So due to that, a very high amount of current start to come in the transformer.
How much higher?
Nearly double
Double of
magnetizing current.
double of magnetizing current. Okay, last question from my side. What is synchronizing power in the synchronous generator?
Sir, the power we require just in case the synchronism is lost, so to get it restored
Why it is lost?
due to any kind of fault or instability. maybe.
Okay, suppose we are considering the generator terminals. Which fault is the most dangerous? Symmetrical, unsymmetrical,
Symmetrical.
three-phase symmetrical. And away from the generator, after traveling say 10 to 20 kilometer in the transmission line, then at that point,
Asymmetrical.
asymmetrical. Which asymmetrical? There are three types of asymmetrical: double line, line to ground, double line to ground. Which one?
Sorry, sir, I have.
Okay, yes, please.
What is thermal runaway?
So thermal runaway in the electronics. Sorry, sir, I cannot.
Okay. Can you explain me your final year project?
So basically,
What is the title?
developing a transmitter circuit for FMCW ultrasound system.
What is FMCW?
FMCW stands for frequency modulated continuous wave. So in the conventional ultrasound systems, which are used in the medical domain, they are a bit large in size, and they use pulse echo testing, in which we transmit a pulse and then wait for that pulse to reflect back from any suppose an artery. So by that we process that and then process and get an image of that artery. So we want to downscale it to the variable size, for example a watch. So for that the problem is to transmit the pulse we require a lot of power. It generates a lot of heat. So for that purpose we are using the FMCW to transmit continuous wave with a frequency varying with time. So whenever we receive a reflected wave, we observe the frequency of that reflected wave and we get the time difference, which helps us in getting the estimating the distance it traveled from the transducer to the reflected surface.
Okay. So the main motive was to reduce the size of the whole equipment, which was actually used for imaging, right?
That was the larger aim.
Okay. So what frequencies you used in FMCW?
In FMCW, we used around 4 megahertz.
4 megahertz. why this frequency was used, and you also told that you are actually changing frequency with time. So what is the range of frequency you were using?
Sir, the reason for the frequency, I'm unaware of that, but
Not reason. What is the range of frequency?
and the range part for it, sir, that's something like it was a software which was using it, and for the software from which frequency to which frequency it used that is I'm unaware of.
Okay, so you actually created a transmitter.
Yes, transducer basically.
Transducer.
We use PGT to transmit the ultrasound waves.
How can you please explain me the whole circuit? What all components were used and what was the connectivity?
Basically, we took the electrical input from the software which generated the frequency. This
What is the name of the
FMCW.
software?
I cannot recall that software right.
How you were actually connecting the software to the circuit?
There was a cable.
And
Coaxial
software
cable.
was running on the laptop.
Yes, laptop.
Okay, so software is generating signals,
And it
and that was connected to your circuit.
basically yes. There were two clips.
Can you please tell me the whole circuit? You were connecting your laptop to the circuit.
Using there was a cable.
Okay.
So that those two cable point ending were connected, one to the positive and the negative. So
Directly to the BJT.
there were no BGT. I would,
Okay, okay. So tell me the circuit.
and actually, so I had to develop the transducer which had the PGT, and then there was a backing layer in it, and for transmitting and receiving together, which is the requirement of FMCW system, we also put an PVDF layer which acted as a receiver. The PGT which we got from the market itself was used for transmitting the FMCW, and the PVDF was
BJT was transmitting the signal.
PVDF, PZT, piezoelectric
Acha,
transfer.
PZT. Okay, okay. Piezoelectric system. Okay.
Yes. So that PZT basically it's a lead zirconate titanium short form. So that was used. That the
Still the circuit is not clear.
I mean
You can simply tell me that what was the first device you connected? You have a cable.
cable. Then it
connecting.
was connected to the PZT,
The cable was directly connected to PJT.
PZT.
Okay,
Yes.
that's okay.
So
And so there was no circuit, right? Only PZT was there. Was there a circuit or not? Have you built a circuit or not?
so my purpose was to make those PZT, and there was this PVDF layer.
I don't think PZT have to be made by you. They're already available in the market.
They are available, but they have to be assembled with this PVDF,
Okay.
another layer, because for FMCW we have to have two different points for transmitting and receiving as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So your work was to simply connecting them.
and then characterizing that which type of frequencies we are receiving and what is the
That
response.
was I was asking. What were the frequency you were working on?
Not characterizing the frequency, but characterizing the response we are getting.
Okay, so what your response? Okay, so you are getting some response. You have to
Yes,
find
sir.
out that this response
Initially,
means what?
yes,
What is the
sir.
meaning of the response? So I think that work will be done by software. No.
I mean, but response collection that has to be done by manually. It's
Why?
like you have to fix the transducer, and then a standard transducer was used. First of all, we used for transmitting characteristic. We applied the FMCW to the transmitting circuit, and below in a water inside the water tub, we collected that.
Sir.
Anoop, we use op-amp in designing a precision rectifier. Do you know that? Precision rectifier.
No, sir.
Okay, no. So tell me working principle of an oscillator circuit.
So it is based on the Barkhausen criteria.
Some other insights about oscillator circuit, how it works, how you generate certain oscillation frequency.
So basically, we use the LC elements to get a particular oscillating frequency.
Means energy storage elements are necessary to design an oscillator circuit, or you can design an oscillator circuit without using L or C. Is it possible?
Sorry, sir, I have no idea regarding that.
So can you define CMRR of an ideal op-amp?
Ideally, it should be high.
And what is the definition of it? What
The
it defines?
CMRR is the 20 times log of the common mode amplitude upon the amplitude of in differential mode.
So if it is high and you are applying a signal, so whether it will amplify common mode signal or differential signal. The value of CMRR is high. The op-amp which you are using having a high CMRR value, and if you are applying some signal, input signals in that op-amp, then will it amplify differential signal or common mode
It would amplify the
signal?
differential signal more, and it would try to.
So what is the purpose of it? Why CMRR should be high? By doing having a higher CMRR value, what actually we are avoiding? What improvement is there in circuit?
Avoiding noise.
So the nature of noise is common mode signal or differential signal?
Sorry, sir, I can think of it.
Okay. Can you name some famous anime characters?
Anime character. I can name some anime serials.
That's what I am asking.
For the famous one, for example, Naruto. It has the character Naruto. Another is Jujutsu Kaisen with Itadori. Character name Itadori.
Okay.
And another is Attack on Titan. For example, character is Levi. And the recent one is this Dandadan, in which Okarun is a character.
Okay. Why we prefer N-type semiconductor over P-type semiconductor in many cases?
So because the mobility of electrons is lesser than the holes, so for that purpose we prefer N-type.
Mobility of electron less than that of hole.
More.
You are saying that it is lesser than that of hole?
Mobility of electron is high or hole is high?
So mobility of electron is higher.
Okay. So what advantages you get by having higher mobility of electrons compared to hole?
Sir, for the same amount of electric field, electrons move, we receive more current in case of electron.
And in terms of switching speed, if you are designing some switch?
Yes, sir. Also, due to higher mobility, it has a higher velocity as well. So, the switching also it's better as a switching characteristic.
And in case of BJT, can you tell me the doping levels of emitter, base and collectors? What are, in which order they are? Which one is higher and which one is lower?
Sir, the collector has the highest doping, and
collector has the highest doping or emitter? Which one is having lowest doping?
base.
Base. And why? Why this is so?
Sorry, sir, I cannot recall the reason, but yes, emitter has the highest, and then the collector, and then base.
Okay, that's all.
Hanji. So how do you think your interview went?
I don't think so. Like it went that well.
Have you ever given any interview earlier?
Mock interviews for this ESE only, मतलब जितने हो रहे थे, वैसे in general और नहीं.
You didn't try for placement from your college?
No, sir.
Not at all. Why?
I wanted to come into the services only.
So you are giving UPSC civil services also?
Yes, sir.
चलो good. No, you are a good candidate. There's no doubt about it. And आपका कब है इंटरव्यू?
15th October.
15th. It's very close. और रिटर्न में कितना?
रिटर्न में सर अराउंड 300 प्रीलिम्स में थे एंड मेंस का आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग समवॉट 270 to 290.
अच्छा, 300 प्लस 272.
270.
ठीक है, थोड़ा सा फिर आप इंटरव्यू के लिए भी और मेहनत कर लो. आई थिंक बेसिक्स आपके ठीक हैं, कोई वैसी सीरियस इशू नहीं है. अब एक तो थोड़ा मुस्कुराओ, बिल्कुल दुखी होकर मत बैठना, ठीक है. अब 2 दिन आपके बचे हैं, 3 दिन बचे हैं, तो अब से लेके 15 तारीख तक स्माइल करते रहना, ठीक है. बुद्धू बन के स्माइल करो.
श्योर.
ठीक है. और जब आप जवाब देते हो, डोंट लुक एट ओनली द पर्सन हु हैज आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चन, बाकियों की तरफ भी देखो. 60 to 70% जिसने पूछा उसको देखो, बीच बीच में जस्ट ग्लांस एट अदर्स ऑल्सो, अदरवाइज अदर्स विल स्विच ऑफ और फिर तुम्हें लास्ट सेंटेंस के बेस पे नंबर मिलेंगे. वो नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है. एंड यू कैन यूज़ योर हैंड्स ऑल्सो. वहाँ तो टेबल होगा तो यू कैन यूज़ योर हैंड्स.
वो मेरे को थोड़ा लगा कि ऐसे ठीक हो, सर को एक्सप्लेन करते वक्त भी वो जो सर्किट का जो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन था.
कर लो, यूज़ कर लो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
एकदम बिल्कुल जड़ नहीं होना है, ऐसे थोड़ा सा मूवमेंट कर सकते हो.
ठीक है. एंड यू शुड डू वेल, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम एट ऑल.
हाँ,
आप बताइए.
देखिए एक्चुअली बीइंग एन IITian एक्सपेक्टेशन आपसे हाई रहेगी.
हाँ,
मैं भी
डेफिनेटली.
IIT रुड़की से बीटेक था, क्योंकि मुझसे ये बात कही थी फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू में. 1 साल बाद इंटरव्यू दिया था, तो ये कहा जाता है एकदम. सो डू नॉट एक्सपेक्ट सिंपल क्वेश्चंस. टेक्निकल में जो भी सिलेबस से क्वेश्चन रहेंगे, थोड़ा अच्छे क्वेश्चन रहेंगे आपसे. तो अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो आपने आंसर नहीं किए. रिटर्न क्वालिफाई किया है, अच्छी बात है, तो जानते हैं आप. आई कैन नॉट से कि बड़े सिंपल क्वेश्चन पे आप क्यों नहीं आंसर कर पा रहे. क्या रीज़न रहा कि रिवीजन नहीं किया, क्या नहीं हुआ उसमें, है ना. मोर ओवर थोड़ा सा आप क्वेश्चन जब सुनते हैं ऐसा लगता है कि लिथार्जिक वे में, कि आपको लग रहा है कि जल्दी से इंटरव्यू पूरा हो, क्वेश्चन पूछे मैं जाऊं. तो देखिए एक्चुअली जितना इंटरेस्ट आप शो करेंगे ना, उतना इंटरेस्ट बोर्ड मेंबर, अदरवाइज़ वो भी आपको कभी कभी 10-12 मिनट में बाहर कर देते हैं एंड वो आपके मार्क्स कम हो जाएंगे फिर. ठीक है ना. तो इसलिए ये टेक्निकल को आप ज़रा रिवाइज कीजिए और थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन लिसन केयरफुल्ली, ट्राई टू आंसर उसके बाद. क्योंकि पूछते कुछ हो ना, आप आंसर कुछ ही और चीज़ का देने लगते हैं. मैंने पूछा था आपसे वोल्टेज रेगुलेशन वगैरह नेगेटिव, आप एकदम सिंक्रोनस जनरेटर पे चले गए. ठीक है ना. तो आंसर ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा मत दो, फिर वहाँ उलझ जाओगे आप इसमें. ठीक है ना. बाकी यू आर हैविंग गुड पर्सनैलिटी, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल आपका अच्छा है. ठीक है ना. तो बस ज़रूरत इस बात की है कि थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल रिवाइज करो और लिटिल बिट लाउडर बोलने की प्रैक्टिस कर लो. जैसे सर ने बताया कि अभी स्माइल करने की, ये बोलने की प्रैक्टिस करो 2 दिन में. ऐसी बात नहीं है कि यू कैन डू स्टिल.
प्रोजेक्ट पढ़ लो यार. आप कैसे कभी कुछ बता, मैं पूछ रहा हूँ तो आपको कुछ ऐड कर दे रहे हो, फिर कुछ ऐड कर दे रहे हो,
सर
फिर वो पानी में चला गया और टब में चला गया, पता नहीं क्या हो रहा था.
मैं भी वही कि एक स्ट्रक्चर नहीं, मतलब
तो ये
मेरे को
तो
बनाना
यार आपको
पड़ेगा.
तैयार करना चाहिए. बेसिक है या तो प्रोजेक्ट तो बेसिक है आपका.
प्रोजेक्ट के हिसाब से सर, मतलब वो मेरे को लगा कि ऐसा क्वेश्चन की थ्योरी रिलेटेड, बट ऐसे कि मेरे को पूरा एक्सप्लेन करना होगा प्रोजेक्ट, वो उस हिसाब से नहीं करा था. लेकिन आपको मैंने बोला, आप इतना बोलने के लिए, कि इतना एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए आपने पूछा, मेरे को लगा कि ऐसे शॉर्ट आंसर्स टाइप प्रिपेयर्ड था.
ऐसा नहीं होगा ना, इंटरव्यू में तो कोई टेक्निकली आपसे पूछेगा. बाकी आप एयरफोर्स से का बैकग्राउंड है आपका, तो मुझे लगता है कि आपकी पर्सनैलिटी थोड़ी और अच्छी होनी चाहिए, डल नहीं होनी चाहिए ना. तो बस यही 2 पॉइंट है मेरे. तो एक तो जो सर ने बताया कि आप IITian हो तो अच्छे क्वेश्चंस आप एक्सपेक्ट करोगे और आपसे एक्सपेक्टेशन हाई है. और दूसरा, आप एयरफोर्स बैकग्राउंड से हो तो और एक्सपेक्टेशन हाई है. तो 2-3 दिन है ना, तो शीशे के सामने खड़े होके या शीशे के सामने एक चेयर लगा के बैठ के बोलने की प्रैक्टिस करो. और जो भी आपको लगता है कि आपके क्वेश्चंस आपके प्रोजेक्ट से रिलेटेड हो सकते हैं, बैकग्राउंड से रिलेटेड हो सकते हैं, उसकी तैयारी करो. बाकी हो तो जाएगा. अच्छा, थोड़ा प्रिपेयर करना पड़ेगा. 2-3 दिन आप कर सकते हो, अभी टाइम बहुत है आपके पास.
ठीक.
तो आपकी टेक्निकल में, रिटन में तो मार्क्स अच्छे आ रहे हैं, मतलब आपका सिलेक्शन हो जाना चाहिए. और देखो मैंने ओपैम से जो आपको क्वेश्चन पूछे थे इसीलिए क्योंकि आपका AIR 17 भी आया EC से, एंड ओपैम इज़ वेरी कॉमन सर्किट, आप इलेक्ट्रिकल से हो चाहे EC से हो, मतलब पता होता है मैक्सिमम चीज़ें, है ना, बेसिक्स है, और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट सर्किट है इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के लिए भी और एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग के लिए भी, है ना। तो थोड़ा सा मतलब जो बेसिक्स हैं थोड़ा जो भी 2-3 दिन में आप कर सकते हो। बाकी सर लोगों ने बताया कि जो थोड़ा सा डलनेस है उसको थोड़ा सा इम्प्रूव कर लीजिए, बाकी अच्छे से जाइए, और टेक्निकल में अच्छे मार्क्स आ रहे हैं तो थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंट होके जाइए। इंटरव्यू में थोड़ा भी अच्छा स्कोर आ गया तो आपका सिलेक्शन तो श्योर है, अब जितना इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं अगले 2। कब इंटरव्यू है आपका?
15।
और सर लोगों ने जैसा बताया कि मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशन इसीलिए थी कि आप ये सब आसानी से आंसर कर दोगे, मुझे लग रहा था कि फिर मैं थोड़ा डीप में जाऊंगा, क्योंकि जब आप ये आसानी से ओपैम का बता लोगे, क्योंकि आप IITian हो, ऑलरेडी गॉट AIR 17 फ्रॉम EC,
मेंस के बाद
तो
काफ़ी
हाँ थोड़ा सा रिवाइज कर लीजिए इंपॉर्टेंट बेसिक्स ना, बाकी हो जाना चाहिए आपका आराम से ना इंटरव्यू क्लियर, और फाइनल सिलेक्शन भी मोस्ट प्रोबेबली हो जाएगा।
थैंक यू।
और एक बात लास्ट में ये बताना चाहूँगा कि तुम्हें कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आता, सिंपली बोलो सर आई वुड लाइक टू लर्न मोर अबाउट इट, बात खत्म, अगले सवाल पे जाओ। घबराते क्यों? ऐसे ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने 8 सवालों का लगातार बोला कि सर आई एम सॉरी आई वुड लाइक टू लर्न मोर अबाउट इट,
ठीक।
और फिर भी हो गए सिलेक्ट। तो दिस इज नॉट एन इशू। तो तुम क्योंकि IIT से हो, तुम्हें बाउंसर आएगा तो डक कर जाओ, 8 बाउंसर डक कर जाओ, 9 छक्का मार देना, ठीक है। तो ये स्ट्रेटजी थोड़ी सुधारो अपनी। ऑल द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
ऑल द बेस्ट अनूप।